Well, tote that barge and lift that bell. Of course, tote years ago meant to tow, to pull along. Back then, barges weren't as large as they are now, so the men on the docks or pier would pull the barge alongside and tie it up. Well, anyway, we don't have to do that today. Anyway, we're going to talk about volunteering, so join us on Life Notes. Well, welcome to Life Notes for 10 July 2023. Hope you guys had a fantastic holiday on July the 4th. Enjoyed looking at some fireworks, and my wife and I went to see the new Indiana Jones movie. It was pretty interesting. 60% of it actually, and I love Indiana Jones. 60% of it I didn't really care for, but 40% of it was really good. It's worth going to see. So think about this. How do you live your life? Is it just a monotonous routine? You know, going to work, coming home, eating, watching some TV, going to bed, wake up, you know, do the same thing again. So are your weekends filled with just like endless errands, trying to squeeze in all of the stuff you got to do, plus some fun before Monday morning? If that's your reality, I'd like you to question whether this is truly living. So let me move on. Living means to endeavor to do things, to participate in things that ignite your passion for life and give meaning to your existence. It means getting involved in something that goes far beyond you and your family. And some people, well, they're so focused on their family, they miss everything else that's around them, anybody in need, anything that's fun, anything that's even going on in their community. It's not the way to live. And when you hit 45, 55, 65, 95 years old, you're going to think back on those times thinking, what was my thinking? Let me move on. We're not put here just to pass time. I can tell you that. We're here to accomplish things. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Do you want to be remembered as a loving parent, a hard worker, a person of integrity, someone that achieved tremendous things, or you just did a good job and were a good friend and you were someone that made a lasting difference in the lives of those in your community, in your family? Only you can really answer that question. So today I'm sort of reaching out, I guess is the best word. I want to talk to people that have a desire to improve their overall well-being and strive for personal success and to have a meaningful and fulfilled life, not just an existence. Not just an existence. That's not how I want to be remembered. So becoming actively involved, oh boy, this is something you need to really think about. It not only benefits society, the community, an organization, a church, you know, whatever. Like here in our local area in Cape Coral, after Hurricane Ian hit, man, the volunteerism was at an all-time high. Everybody just about was volunteering in some way to help those that had been devastated by the ravages, is the best word I can think of Hurricane Ian. This is 10 months later, and we've barely touched the surface of trying to get things back to normal. Thank you, volunteers. And it wasn't just churches. It wasn't just police officers and firemen and nurses and doctors that were doing their duty and then off duty still working. It was the whole community, your neighbors. It was everybody pitching in together. So if you want to genuinely make an impact, a positive impact, let me rephrase that, in your local area and various organizations, we as people want to have an impact in a positive way, I would think, on our community and the places that we go. Find something that just puts the fire inside of you and says, man, I'm going to do that. I may not be fantastic, but I'm going to do it. So, people that actively participate in community affairs find that they enjoy their regular jobs more. Scientific study. Oh yeah, and it's not just one. This was very interesting to me. They created stronger bonds within their families, and they experienced an overall feeling of success and gratification. They were so thankful to be able to help that their entire lives benefited, and their health benefited, and their emotional health benefited. This was a biggie. In fact, I don't want to tell you wrong. There was a study done. The emotional health of people that were depressed or had challenges in their life, those that volunteered had something on the form of a 90% change in their attitude toward life and how they felt about life. In other words, all this stuff that was bothering them seemed like it just melted away because they were volunteering, helping others. It was really an interesting study. You all can look it up on the internet. Emotional health of volunteers or something like that. Anyhow, I forgot the exact thing. That's why I'm not telling you. Anyway, I think it's what it was. Emotional health of volunteers. Some people find anything and everything to complain about. Well, start volunteering and helping people that are in situations more dire than your current complaining about, and you will find yourself being very thankful for what you have and how things are going in your life. So instead of contributing to this negative atmosphere, get involved. Help things to become better. I know every one of you have heard, and you may have said it because I used to, why don't they do something about whatever? You know, remember, you, me, were the they that the other people were talking about. So anyway, don't be the they. Do be the they. Do be the they. I'm sorry. So get involved. Be the they that everybody else talks about and do something to help. So each one of us is a vital component. We can help our entire system operate more effectively. And I'm talking anywhere from family to government to job, schools, everything. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's just your team at work. By being there and being a positive thinking force, you will find that your impact on that team, family, church, government, city, community, neighborhood will be multiplied many times over than the effort that you think that you're putting into it. It will be amazing to see how people come together. And I understand some of you may hesitate to volunteer. You think, oh, I'm too old, or I can't do that, or I can't do this other thing, or she's so good at that, just, let her do it, or, he can accomplish things I can't do. Well, that's a real concern. I used to have some of those concerns. I don't know if I'd be any good at doing this, but let me tell you, I volunteered anyway, and the leaders of the, whatever it was, organization or whatever, found a place that I fit into, that I could help at, that I could be an integral part and help alleviate some of the pressures that these organizations have trying to get things accomplished. I mean, there's a lady that I've heard about, don't know her personally, she's like 91, 92. She, every day, delivers, I think it's 40 meals at lunch to the elderly. that's what she called them. These are people 70 and 80 years old. They can't get out of their house, so she delivers meals to them. She's 91. So, you know what? No matter how old you are, there's something that you can do. So the bottom line is, get involved. Let the organizers discover how to use you. Make yourself available. Be willing to do whatever they need done. It doesn't have to be some, I've met people that, well, if I can't do that, I'm not, they're not volunteering. They want to be known for helping. So be a volunteer that really helps, that wants to do stuff and make a difference.